Hello everyone, welcome back to Skill Up with Dinesh. Today is the day 6 and today we will be learning shell scripting. So in previous session also we have covered basics of shell scripting, basic syntax, how to declare variables, accessing those variables, how to run commands. Today we will be moving to one step further ahead, so that how you can utilize shell script in your DevOps career. So shell script is widely used if you work as a DevOps or cloud engineer, because we need to write lots of automation, and whenever we write any kind of automation we use shell script. Okay, so as a DevOps engineer you should know how to write a shell script, and how apart from that you also should know how to write a good shell script. Okay, so let's extend our session. So today we will see that what are some of the best practices you should follow to write a shell script, and there are different debugging mode, and we will be covering shell script functions as well. Okay, so let's start with writing our first script. So yeah, this is my terminal, and let me create a script. So as we know, we should name our script. Okay, so very first step, whenever you create some script, please give it some generic name. Okay, so let's say I'm creating a hello world script dot sh. So I will name it like hello world. Or let's say if you are creating a shell script or some log cleanup, so you should name it log cleanup dot sh. If you are creating a script to install some packages, so you can name your script like install underscore packages dot sh. So it should be some generic name, so by the name also the shell script behavior should be defined. Okay, so okay, I already have this. So I will do one thing. I will name it day6 dot sh. Okay, so now whenever you write a shell script, as we know that it starts with the this character shebang, and after that you should write some of the metadata about the script. Now what is the metadata? So where you just provide some more information about the script, that what is that script and what it is doing, and who wrote it, and so those kind of information you can provide in the metadata section. So how does that look? It look like this. So as we know that hashes are here for comment. So let's see, here I can specify author, that's my name, and one more line, and here we can provide some description what the script is doing. So if you writing a script for log rotation or log cleanup, whatever the purpose of the script, you should define in the description. That is fine. And if you want, you can also provide version, so that if you time to time if you change your script, so you can also change that version. Okay, so yeah, that is the metadata. So that is the best practice, guys, that so that let's say if you wrote a script and somebody has to review that script or somebody has to use that script, so they should know what is the purpose of the script. Okay, so that is considered as a best practice. Now as we have written it, now I will, let's say, here write our first statement, echo. Okay, so I have created my script. Now we should, by default, as we know that it will not have execution permission on the script. So you see day6 is not having execution permission on any of the user or owner or group. So I will add that permission first, chmod plus x and your script. Okay, now you can execute it. Yeah, we are getting the hello world message. Okay, so now let's further extend our script. So here I will do one thing, and let's say I will list out all of the files which we have here, ls minus al, and I will show you how much memory we have. Okay, and who is the user currently logged in. So I'm running few of the shell script commands here. So Control X and Y. Now if we run it, so if you see that we got some output where we got that hello from day6, then I think this is the output from ls command, and then that is something output from the free command, then this is the output from the who am I command. But if you see, by seeing it I am not even able to understand, where is what output, and where the command has been added. I mean, like, it doesn't look clean and understandable, right? So what we can do is we can leverage something called, debugging option, where I have specified here. So we will use this very first option, set minus x. What this option will do, it will set the script in the execution mode. Sorry, let me, yeah. So the set minus x will basically allow us for debugging mode. Okay, that is very useful, because whenever you're writing any script, you never know that, what is, because see, right now this script is very small, so you can easily guess, what is the output is from which command. But if script is very lengthy, then it will be difficult that which command is producing that output. So in that case, debugging will help us. So that is very simply and super easy. Set minus x, I'll put a enabling debugging. Okay, so I saved it. Now I will run it. Now you see it looks much more cleaner. So plus echo hello from day6, so it will show that plus and the command and the output, plus command and then output. Now it looks, a bit easy to understand that, which command is giving us what output. So this is the output from free command, this is the output from the who am I command. Now for now it will be looking easy, guys, that but yeah, trust me, in real time, when you are working on real time automations and you have written lots of a long script, and there are particular steps, so if even if you will not able to figure out, that what is happening from where, so in that case debugging will be helping you. Okay, next, there is one more option, minus e. I will also explain you that very quickly. So now let's say intentionally I will do one thing, I will incorrect this command. Okay, so FRE, there is no such command in Linux. Okay, but let's say if I still execute it, so you see I am getting output, let's say echo hello from day6, then this output ls output, and you can see free. Here we are getting some error, command not found, and then who am I, the next command also been executed. But that should not be the case. Why? Because whenever we create some automation, we have to make sure, and yeah, sometimes the automations are in a particular sequence, so we have to make sure that the steps should be executed in a particular order. So let's say our command 1 should be executed very first, that is mandatory, then only command 2 should be executed, okay, and then only command 3 should be executed. If all three are executing, then only we'll reach to our final goal. But what if in between this command got failed? So if this command got failed, then we should not move to the next command, we should stop our script here itself. So here itself we should stop our script. So right now you are seeing the behavior, it is not happening because what shell scripting is doing, even if command is failing, it is moving forward and it is running the next command. So we should stop that behavior. So for that purpose, we can use set minus e. What this will do? It will stop. It will stop the script wherever there is a error. Error encountered. Okay, so now if I run it, so you can see, guys, it is running echo command. It is running ls command, and then it is trying to run free command and there is some error, so it stopped here itself. After, even after free command, you can see we have who am I command, but that has been not executed. Okay, so that can help us, because what you will do, because if your program is failing in between, then there is no reason to run it for the no reason to run the entire program. Okay, so we can stop that behavior by using that -e option. Okay, lastly we have one more option, that is set -o pipe fail. Now I will theoretically explain you that first. So what happens, so let's say we have, we have to run some command. This is our command 1, and this output will be passed to command 2, and then this output will be passed on to command 3. Okay, so here what will happen, let's say if this statement does not execute it, so the remaining things should not be executed. Okay, or if let's say this is executed, this is not executed, so this output should not go to here because it stopped here itself, so it should stop here itself. Okay, so it should not go to the next part. So this set -o pipe fail, sorry, will make sure that if you have, pipe operations in your script, so that there will be stopping wherever there is an error encountered. Okay, so yeah, that three options you can use. There are a few more options, like you can use set -u if there are any undeclared variables, so it will fail, it will fail on that, or it will give you warning messages. Okay, so yeah, so these modes you should use as a DevOps engineer for debugging, or to stop your script on error. Okay, now next part, we'll see the functions, how you can declare functions in the shell script and how you can call them. Okay, so I will create a new script. Now I hope you guys are aware about the functions. What are the functions? They allow us to modularize our program, or our script, so that it looks easy and modularized approach. Okay, so if I show you, let's say I have to write a script where I have to collect all of the logs, and then from all of the logs I should filter out all error keyword, and I should filter out all success keyword. Okay, so if I break down this program in 3 steps, so step 1 will be collect all logs, then step 2 will be find out error messages, and step 3 will be find out success message. So what I can do is I can create 3 functions here, 3 methods. Okay, so let's say I can create here 3 methods or 3 functions. Okay, method or function, both are same only. So our function 1 will be, let's say, collect logs. Okay, then our second function will be check error, and third function will be check success. Okay, so and whenever we collected the log in this function, we will provide those collected logs as an input, and here also we will provide those collected logs as an input. Then we can process here. So instead of writing all the things into one function, I can distribute the work into multiple functions, and those functions can be reused. Okay, so we will see an example. I have already prepared an example. So let's say we have a function that will check the disk space Then we have a function that will check how much memory is available. So the syntax is simple: function name, then parenthesis and curly bracket, and you there you can put your logic. So let me copy this. Okay, so I have created this. So if you see, check disk parenthesis, and here I am running a command to check the disk space. Then we have a check memory function. Here we have a command to check the memory, and then we are how to call this function. So checking disk, just provide the function name, it will automatically call it, and checking memory, the function name. So it is a new script. So I need to first provide it execution permission. Okay, so I did some mistake in the naming, so I will rename it. So if you remember guys how we rename it, we do not have any rename command here. Instead we use mv command. Okay, now it has been renamed. You can check functions.sh. Now I will provide the execution permission plus x, and now we can execute it. Yeah, you can see checking disk, it is showing the disk output, and then checking memory, and here is the memory option, it's showing the memory output. So yeah, now next we will learn the find command. It is a useful utility to, let's say in some cases you need to find a file in the entire system, and there are lots of options. Could be, like say you have to find a file or a directory based on its size, based on the access time or modified time. So we will cover that.